Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Tales in Pixels, and here I am with Pekka from Finland,
Yes, indeed.
and we are recording this podcast in a hostel, and in a very beautiful hostel where we are on a trip on our vacation, and we are going to talk about the cultural thing, like the Indian culture and the Finnish culture, how these culture like different. Still, we look forward for the similar kind of peace or uh, like
Peace of mind, but also differences between the culture.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Now, why do you think? What do you think about Indian culture?
Well, I before meeting you, I of course had certain kind of conceptions of what Indian culture is about. That's a very variant culture. There's very much of diversity, and India is like a continent, like Europe is a continent. So it should not be thought of as one state or one country, but like a continent of multiple
Yeah,
states. In a sense, like
yeah,
Europe is also. Mostly, I've never been to India, but mostly my ideas and thoughts about India has been from popular culture, movies, YouTube videos, and so on. But now that I met you, Vivek, here in this hostel, and we discussed about these things, so I learned a couple of interesting things that we can discuss today in this podcast.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. So one thing that we talked about at the bar
Yeah,
was that you really well explained to me and gave me insight is that in the Western countries, people tend to be more and more individualized and isolated from each other in many terms. How they live, like many people live by themselves in apartments and don't have, might they might go on in their daily lives without meeting other people than
yeah,
just colleagues and so on. People, their
yeah,
family members might be living in other places in the same country or even different countries. So, but there's a big contrast in that sense in the Western industrialized countries to India, where family is very important and
yeah,
people live among their family members and uh, like they have constant emotional support and they get to share
yeah,
with their family members. Is this right?
yeah, and with friends as well. Like,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
indeed.
yeah, yeah,
So this kind of gave me the idea that one thing that we seem to be lacking in, for example, in Finland, which is a
yeah,
similar country like Japan,
yeah,
that people really don't meet each other anymore. More
yeah,
and more of the communication has moved
yeah,
on to digital devices and instant messaging apps, social media. So people are basically communicating with each other via these technological means. So there's
yeah,
no real interaction face
yeah,
to face. It's
yeah,
it's been going down for the past 10 to 15 years.
yeah,
Whereas still in India,
yeah.
it seems like the role of the family is uh, as
Quite significant.
yeah,
Yeah,
almost as
yeah,
big
yeah,
as
yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So, and I was able to see that there's a certain kind of poverty that has started to emerge in Western countries like Finland.
yeah,
That we only, for example, in the happiness indexes, we
yeah,
measure education, healthcare, a standard of living in these terms. But if we had one factor more, like
yeah,
how much real social face-to-face interaction with close people we
yeah,
have, actually Finland has become a lot poorer and poorer,
yeah,
and so has probably many other like Western
yeah,
countries. This was a really big insight to me
yeah.
that should be included in the happiness indexes.
Yeah, sure. I completely agree on that. I feel that in UK, like being from India and living in the UK, I feel like, yeah, I mean, uh, it's like the main thing is missing in the UK, like that is the social bonding. It's very hard to like connect to the people and like enjoy like having a community which where you feel like like your own community. It's very challenging to find for many people. Like I live in Cambridge and I have seen a lot of people feeling lonely if they are not connected with the university or somehow so they end up like just like with daily life, like going to the office, living their life, cooking, and just
Mm.
waiting for the weekend or waiting for the vacation.
Mm.
But I think it is not supposed to be like that. It's
Mm.
supposed to be like that. We are like living together, and we are not supposed to feel that kind of loneliness.
Mm.
So yeah, that's like one of the cultural difference. I feel like I feel it's really good in India.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, apart from that, like we can discuss about from cultural term like religion
Mm.
maybe.
Mm.
That's a very sensitive topic though.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I think India is full of diverse religions
Mm-hmm.
like Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, and Christian, and a lot of other religions like Jain
Mm.
and Bodh. And yeah, so and it's still like we are managing like unity in diversity,
Mm-hmm.
but still there is a lot of conflict, a lot of stigma comes with the religion. But and a lot of bad things as well and good
Mm-hmm.
things as well. What do you think about the religion as Finnish, like in Finland, what kind of religion you follow, or what do you think about how it impacts the whole nation,
Mm-hmm.
like Finland?
Mm. Well, the short history in the past, maybe 100 years of in Finland, it has. So Finland was a typical Christian country, Lutheran Protestant country.
Mm-hmm.
So that we adopted that part of Christianity or that sect of Christianity from Sweden. So it became like in a sort of way state religion, not in a like a theocratical sense, but actually church and state